Hey guys, I'm Chef D-Max. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today, a great condiment with cranberry tartare. You're gonna love it. It's got lots of different things you can do with it. So stay with me. Click subscribe if you're not doing that. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and ring that bell and I'll send you new stuff coming up. I'll see you back in a second with a great cranberry dish for the holidays. Okay guys, welcome back. Simple dish. I wanted to show you guys cranberry tartare. Now, how is this different from a cranberry jam? Well, when you cook cranberry, it gets super soft, makes this jelly or jammy like kind of consistency because of the makeup of these cranberries and how they cook. But I love it as a tartare, and this is probably something you've never tried, and it's something I saw a long time ago, and I've been using it ever since. It doesn't mean it has to replace your cranberry jelly that you make at the table. You can still have that. But this cranberry tartare has a lot of different things you can do with it. It's a very simple recipe too. So I'm going to start this recipe by taking 2 bags of cranberry. They're 8-ounce bags. So this is 1 pound recipe, okay? And I'm going to put those, I'm going to wash them first. The first thing I do is wash them, okay? And then, whoops, they kind of cruise all over the place, right? So be careful with them. I have to do mine in batches because my little thing here only fits an 8 ounce, so it fits 1 bag. So the thing about this is it takes time to cure. So you're going to want to do this like a week before you're ready to use it, and it lasts for months. So it never goes bad, really. It's got so much sugar in it. So because cranberries are so acidic, they need a lot of sugar. So 1 bag actually takes 1 cup of sugar. So you're probably saying to yourself, holy mackerel. Actually, sorry, the 2 bags take that much sugar. So we're going to take, for each bag, kind of doing 1 bag at a time, batches here, it's going to take a half a cup, okay? Now, with that, I want to take citrus zest. I'm using orange because oranges are a holiday citrus. And I just take a microplane and I just grind it. So you can see kind of what that looks like, right? And you just go around the orange and kind of keep moving it, never kind of scraping it more than for a couple seconds, like on each spot. You only want the outer part of the orange, the zest. You don't want the pith. You don't want it going down all the way to the white part. When you tap on it, you can see all of that kind of drops in. So I'm going to take 1 and I'm going to do 2 zests of orange, okay? So I've got simple zesting around like this. Now, what you're trying to do is you're building these flavors of that beautiful holiday flavor of oranges. Oranges are in season in the winter, and they're going to be fresh, beautiful tasting, and they're also going to have that aroma that you expect during the holidays, right? So there's 2. You can see how much zest that gets out on there. And I just tap that like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the orange. Look how beautiful that looks. Now I'm going to kind of squeeze it in my measuring cup here, just so you get an idea of how much it is anyway, in case your oranges have different amounts of liquid. Now they're going to have seeds too, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a strainer in a second. Let me cut this other one. It looks like it's, from the amount that gave me, that gave me half a cup. So it looks like it's going to be a full half a cup of liquid. So it's a pretty easy recipe. 1 bag of cranberry, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of orange juice, and the zest from the oranges, okay? We're going to put a little bit of Grand Marnier as well. I'm going to show you that in a second. Let me grab a strainer for this. Okay, I'm back and I've got a strainer, and then I just want to strain this kind of with a simple hand strainer like this. And yeah, can you use store-bought fresh orange juice? You could, if it's fresh. I would definitely not use, you don't need a lot, so I would just say just go ahead and get 2 oranges. But if you prefer to buy oranges or you're buying it already, then go ahead and use that. Now, I have this little jar of Madagascar vanilla. So I have a little piece of the vanilla right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little measuring cup again, and I'm going to cut the vanilla down the center and open it up. And I'm going to take my knife and kind of scrape it. Actually, this one's already been scraped. Sometimes I do that. So like there's a piece there that's been scraped already. That's because sometimes when I have the extra scraped pieces, I put them back in here because there's still residual of the vanilla on there. I don't like to waste this. These are expensive. You know, one vanilla bean costs you a lot of money. So what I do is I put that back in there after I scraped it, and I'll use it again later, because later I'll bake it. Let's say I'm making a creme brulee. I'll put all of those used pieces in there with a regular piece, and it'll give me a lot of vanilla flavor in that. Now you can see here, I have this little bit of seeds on there. That's all you need in this, okay? So I'm gonna put that in my dish here, and we wanna just kind of tap it in there. Now you can see in there, there's specks. They just like little specks. Now, I'll take this other piece that I've scraped and I'll put it back in there. And then I'll use that later to make creme brulee. Now, with this, I'm gonna take Grand Marnier, beautiful Grand Marnier. It's such a great flavor, right? And I'm gonna put a full half cup of Grand Marnier, right? If you guys like Grand Marnier a lot, you can put 2 cups, but no, I just put 1, okay? And then make sure all that vanilla gets in there, okay? Those are the seeds of vanilla. They've mixed with the Grand Marnier now, and they're gonna be in here and beautiful. So with this now, I wanna take the top of this, I'm gonna grind it up. Whoops. Kind of filled it pretty high, so it's gonna leak a little bit. Okay, now I'm done, and what I'm gonna do is open this up. Now what you see here is not the most impressive color, right? But trust me, when this marinates for a couple days, it's gonna make the most incredible reddish pink, kind of beautiful color. Right here, you can see it's just a little boring. But those cranberries are gonna bleed. They're gonna ferment in here with the sugar and the alcohol, and it's gonna be wonderful. I'm tasting it now. It's got beautiful Grand Marnier flavors. You got the orange liqueur with the orange juice, the sweetness of the sugar, the tartness of the cranberries, beautiful fresh organic cranberries from this season. And this, at this point, I just take it like this, and I put it in a jar. Now the easiest way for me to do it in this is kind of spoon it in because of the way that my jar is here. Now it's gonna be a little liquidy, that's fine. You're gonna see this kind of firms up as the cranberries are kind of a little dry, almost like they're not super juicy, right? It's hard. I mean, they're juicy. They're not fully dry like a mushroom, but they do give off, and they're going to suck back up the moisture from this. So as it sits here and cures, it's going to suck up all that sugar, all that alcohol, and it's going to be beautiful. So one jar, you can see, makes, I mean, one bag, not one jar. One bag makes a half of a jar. So I think 2 bags of cranberries double this recipe. So it's half a cup of sugar, 1 bag of cranberries, a half a cup of Grand Marnier, a half a cup of orange juice and the zest, and a little piece of vanilla. If you don't have the vanilla bean, just use kind of a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and that's it. You've got this beautiful cranberry tartare. Let this has to sit for at least 5 days, okay? So you gotta be prepared. If you're gonna make this for Thanksgiving, you gotta make it now. If you're making it for Christmas, just make it 2 weeks ahead and let it sit around. The cool thing about this, not only can you take a spoonful of this next to your turkey or next to a piece of roasted meat, but it also, I like to have it with fish sometimes. I'll take some of this and put it on top of some seared scallops with a little bit of olive oil on top of it. It gives you kind of sweet, kind of an acidic, and with the beautiful, the flavor of a scallop. It's fantastic. Also, it makes really nice drinks. So I'll leave this in the fridge, and sometimes I want to make like a nice cranberry martini, I'll take a spoonful of this with my, it already has the sugar in it. It's already got the Grand Marnier in there as well. And you can shake it with vodka, okay, and ice, and then strain it out so you don't get all the bits and pieces in there. You've got a really clean, beautiful martini with this kind of cured cranberry. It's amazing. You can do it with the tequila if you love tequila, and it's really nice as a whiskey cocktail too, or a bourbon. So lots of different drink and food things you can do with it. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you back in the kitchen soon. I'm Chef Dean Max.